Insane, you make me crazy, insane, that's how I feel, insane, you make me crazy, insane, that's how I feel,
Hey guys, and thanks for coming back for another episode of Dysfunction Junction. I'm your host, Kim, and as always, I hope you guys all had a good week, and most importantly, I hope that all my dysfunctional mamas had a good Mother's Day. Mine was good. I got cold hard cash for Mother's Day. What? Now, I know people will think that that's kind of impersonal. Hey, it's exactly what I wanted. Gives me money, took me out for the day, I got to spend on what I wanted. All is good. But please forgive me for my voice if I sound a little weird, but I'm sick again. When you have kids and they go to school, they bring home crap. So everybody in my house is sick again with the cold and the runny nose and the fever. I just can't get it out of my house. I don't know what to do. I wish somebody would invent like a Lysol bomb. And people who know me and who have listened and have heard me say this for years, a Lysol bomb would be awesome. You just put it in the center of your house, you pull the pin like a grenade, and then it just sanitizes your whole house and just takes every germ that's in there, just sucks it out. Man, I think I'd make a lot of freaking money if I was smart and good at math, and I'm not. So, anyways, what else did I want to talk about? I would love to hear what you guys got for Mother's Day. So if you want to drop me a line, an email, a Facebook message, you go to my website and leave me a SpeakPipe message. I love to hear how it went, what you got. Did you get something that was kind of like a vacuum or a blender, a dishwasher? However, I would be very excited if I got a dishwasher for Mother's Day. Just saying. So yeah, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to hear all about it. Because I have no friends and I need adults to talk to me. Anyway, Jared had prom this weekend and he was so handsome. However, I have a pet peeve to talk about. Well, it's not really a pet peeve, but I'm kind of bumming. So, you know, the whole thing with prom, everybody gets together, they get ready at the same house, and all the parents come over and they take pictures of their kids, and you know, it's this big thing. And I asked Jared if they were doing that, and he said, no, I don't think any of the parents are coming over. And he goes, but it's okay, even if they did, you don't have to go. I'm good. And I'm like, are you sure? Because, I would love to be able to come and take pictures. And he was like, no. You don't have to come. I'm cool. So I said, all right. So we drop him off and everybody is there. Okay. We have the whole family with us because we figure we're going to drop him off. He's going to get ready. We're going to go out, do something else, take the kids to the park, whatever. Because it was like 4:30 when they were all getting together. The prom didn't even start till 7. But he gets there at 4:30 and everybody's there. All the parents are there. The only one who didn't have parents was a friend of his whose mom passed away and he doesn't have a good relationship with his dad and Jared's parents. So now everybody was there. They had a sit down dinner. They all took pictures. So now I have to stalk this girl's mom because Jared and this girl are not dating. They're just friends. And I have to stalk this girl's parents now and try to stalk them on Facebook and convince them that I'm a good parent, that I'm a good mom, and that he didn't want me there. So, what do you do in those situations? I mean, when you are obviously, doing what your son wants you to do, like he didn't want me there. He just wanted to go alone. He didn't want us there. I respected his wishes, which is fine. It's fine by me. I didn't know anybody there anyway, but it makes me look bad. So again, of course, Mother of the Year here is not the fact that I missed out on taking pictures. It's the fact that I missed out on a moment to make myself look good. And I don't like that. So, if this Chippy's mom is listening, I am a good parent most of the time. I'd say 80% of the time. The other 20%, I'm just winging it. So, anyway, what else? Noah's home. Oh, I am so excited. Noah is home from his second year of college. I am so super proud of him. But he makes me feel really, really bad because he's a lot like me in the sense where he compares his accomplishments to like his friends' accomplishments. Like if, his friends are doing better than he is, or that he thinks are doing better, he feels like he's failing. He's proud of them. He's happy for them, but he takes it very personally if he's not doing just as much as they are, if not more. So I don't know. We got to do something about that. I try to tell him that, you've done more in your 21 years than anybody else in this family has done. He had his mind set when he was 6 years old that he was going to go to college. He was going to, write plays, or he was going to be an actor or a singer. And he's doing it, man. He is doing this college thing. He's doing it by himself because we're poor, as I've said before. So, his friends that he's comparing himself to are like either an only child, they come from money, or, I don't know. They're just not where he is. And unfortunately, he wasn't born into money, and he has a lot of siblings. And, one day he's going to look back and think, I really had a good life, I hope. But right now he's having a pity party for himself, and he just has to, whatever his path is, obviously he has to endure what he's going through right now in order to make a difference later. I truly believe that. So unfortunately, we have to take the good with the bad. What we go through makes us, who we are. And I like who he is. He's a great kid. I really do. Pardon me for I keep pausing, but my nose is running, and because I'm so classy, I have to, wipe my nose on my shirt. So please forgive me. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep pausing, and then I'm going to have to go get a tissue, and it's a pain, and I don't want to do that. That means I'm going to have to edit more, and I don't want to do that. So whatever. So what else did I want to talk about? Oh, so one of the other things that I did want to talk about this is my my lack of follow through. Talk about being more like my kids than I like to admit. But yeah, one of the things I really want to work on is my communication with my family and my friends. I tend to get really involved in my own life. Now, I don't do this intentionally. I really don't. But I get caught up in whatever's going on in my immediate circle, and I forget that other people have a life too. And what I mean by that is that I've had 2 people within this week, maybe 7 to 10 days, who are very close to me and dear to my heart that have lost loved ones. And I didn't know about it. I was clueless. I had no clue. But if I had been reaching out more and have been more communicative, I would have known this. And I could have been a support system for these people. And because I'm clueless, I missed it. And it makes me feel bad. It makes me really feel like a bad family, like a bad sister, a bad friend, a bad daughter, a bad wife. I feel bad. And I have good intentions. I really, really do. And thank God for texting, because otherwise I wouldn't talk to anyone. And even that doesn't even work. Some things I can blame on the kids. For instance, if you text me or send me an instant message through Facebook and you don't hear back, 9 times out of 10, it's because the kids have had my phone, who have either A, deleted the message, or they've clicked on the message, so I don't see it. So if you've ever been a time that you've sent me a message and saw that the message has been read and I've never gotten back to you, chances are that's what's happened. But on the other hand, I could have seen that message, gotten distracted by something, by something pretty and shiny or soft and snuggly, and then totally forgot that you sent me a message. I do it constantly. For example, my memory is so bad and that's one of the reasons why I started this keto diet, and I'll update you on that later. But it helps with brain fog, and I have wicked bad brain fog. I don't know if I talked about this on the last episode or in any episode, but kindergarten registration was last week or so. And I had been telling everybody at work, kindergarten registration's this week. I have to leave. I'm going to be in late. Letting everybody know the night before I left work and said, hey, don't forget, I'm going to be late. Kindergarten registration is tomorrow. The next day, I get up, we get ready, we're heading out the door, and I forgot that kindergarten registration was that morning. This is not a joke. My husband's like, holy crap, we got kindergarten registration this morning. So in my defense, he forgot too. But still, how can you talk about something for a week, every single day for a week, and then forget the day that it comes? How does that happen? So I have some theories. So there are a few reasons of why I flake when it comes to communication. Number one, I have wicked bad ADHD. The teeny tiniest interruption can just throw me off my game completely. Number two, I am over 40. Okay. And my brain has absorbed so much useless crap that it literally has to pick and choose what it wants in there. And unfortunately, I have no control over that. So the fact that oh my God, I hear my husband in the other room yelling at Caden because Caden won't go to sleep. Now it just totally threw me off of what I was talking about. You see what I'm saying? So I literally, excuse me, pardonnez-moi. I have no control over what it picks. So the fact that I can remember the theme song to Friends, but I can't remember, fractions or my kid's birthday, that's not my problem. That's not my fault. I can't do it. It's my brain. And finally, I have 5 kids. 4 of them still live at home, and they all have doctor's appointments, and that includes their regular well child visits, 6 visits, the dentist, counseling. Remember, my kids, they're all messed up, so they're all in some sort of counseling. Caden and Brody both have speech therapy and occupational therapy, plus case management. That I'll get into another time. Not to mention all the other after-school stuff like drama, choir, track, soccer, t-ball. And don't think for 1 minute, because the other one doesn't live here, that we're not helping him out too. So we are literally flying by the seat of our pants constantly. So please forgive me if I have ever invited you to a birthday party the night before the party, or tell you about a t-ball game or chorus concert as I'm driving there. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. And I deep down really want to be a better aunt, a better sister, a better daughter. I don't know how to do that without putting my own children on the back burner. I mean, by the time I have any time to myself, it's late at night. And I can't call people at 10 o'clock at night. It's nearly impossible to call people during the day because I'm working. And technically, we're not supposed to have our cell phones on at work. Now, I'm not saying that, when the mouse is away or when the cat's away, the mouse will play and we don't have our cell phone out at some point. But technically, we're not supposed to have it out. So when I get home, it's dinner, homework, baths, bedtime. I mean, God help us. If I actually do get a chance to make a call, the kids are all over me. Or if they aren't all over me, They're giving my husband a hard time, and then he gets mad at me because I'm on the phone. I can't find a happy medium there. There's just no in between. So if anyone has any suggestions at all, I would love to hear them. I need all the help I get. So I can get. Sorry. So feel free, go to my website at www.dfpodcast.com and leave me a SpeakPipe message, or you can drop me a line at www.dysfuncjunk7@gmail.com. I would love to hear your solutions. And now on to a new segment I like to call Famously Failing. Famously Failing. You are famously failing. Where celebrities prove that they are just like us. I swear, I'm going to make a theme song to that or an intro to that at some point or another. But I want to talk about... So I'm feeling really, really bad for Khloe Kardashian. I know how it feels to have the birth of your child ruined because your significant other is an ass. 2 days before she gave birth, she found out that the father of her child, Tristan-Thomas, had cheated on her. Not only that, but he had cheated on her with 5 different women. Ultimately, she's forgiven him. He's given his word that he'll never do it again, and she wants to believe him. But the birth of her child will always be tarnished by what has happened. And for a while, things will be good. For a while, he'll keep his word, he'll stay faithful, and eventually she will forget about what happened and will eventually start to trust him again. But just when she thinks she has moved past this and that their life is like it used to be, he's going to slip and he's going to do it again. How do I know this, you say? It's because I've lived it. And it's not the cheating, but alcohol. Now, if he had cheated with, one time with one woman, I can see that being a mistake. But to do it multiple times with multiple women, that is a sign that someone lacks self-control. Both of my older boys' births were completely ruined with alcohol. Memories that were supposed to be happy ones were tarnished because of my ex's lack of control. Now, I've always basically compared it to a man who beats his wife. And it's because, they swear they're never going to do it again. Things are going to get better. Things are going to change. And you want to believe them because you love the person that they are when they're not drinking or they're not using drugs or they're not cheating. So you want to believe them. And then if you have children, you're like, you feel at first you can't raise these children by yourself. So you forgive them. You want what you had before all this happened. You want the man that you fell in love with. And it just, they do it again. They always do it again. When my oldest was born, my ex arrived to pick me up reeking of alcohol. And I was so humiliated because they wouldn't allow me to leave the hospital with my baby because the father arrived drunk. And so then when my second son was born, and of course, he apologized. It's never going to happen again. He was just feeling stressed because of the new baby, yada, yada. And I was very young and I wanted to believe him. So I'm like, okay, I get it. We had a slip. We'll work through it. It'll be fine. But when my second son was born, he didn't pick me up drunk this time. But when I got into the car, I found a receipt on the floor of the car for Jim Beam. And that was his poison. That was his drink. And then he proceeded to get drunk and pass out on the couch. He drank the rest of the night. Of course, he told me that the receipt was old. He doesn't know how long it was been there. And I spent the rest of the night crying, breastfeeding my baby, apologizing that his dad was such a jerk and that I brought him into this life of, chaos and insanity. So, and that's why I feel so bad for her. I mean, this was supposed to be the most unforgettable experience of her life. And now it's going to be unforgettable for another reason, and I thank God that I didn't have to share those terrible experiences with the whole world, and that I didn't have the whole world judging me because I stayed. Look, I really hope that it works out for them. I mean, the birth of a child should be a happy time, and it shouldn't be tainted by the sins of the parents. So I hope it works out. I hope that they can, I hope this is the, one of those times where I'm wrong. And, one of those, sorry. Sorry, I had to put the recording on pause for a minute because my son, Kato the potato, is giving my husband a very hard time about going to bed. So I'm going to try to wrap this up as quickly as I can. One last thing I wanted to update you on was my keto diet, which is doing really, really well. I weighed in this week at 208.8, I think. So I've lost 2 pounds, which is, good with me. I can't remember what I was before, but I can't concentrate because I hear him out there crying. I'm sorry. My keto diet's going good. The hubs is on it. He's lost some weight, but I do feel more energized. I do feel more focused. I feel a little less foggy, not much, but, oh goodness. Hold on a second. I am going to have to edit the crap out of this episode. Oh my God. All right, guys. I guess I wanted to update you more on my whole keto thing, but the boy is not cooperating. This is what happens when this is a podcast, that I do at my house with all the little demons. He's out there crying. He doesn't want to go to bed. First, he wanted his dad to put him to bed and go lay with him. Brody's already asleep. But now he's changed his mind for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know if it's because he can hear me in here talking or what. But he is not doing well at all. So, okay, I am going to wrap this show up, I think. But before I do, for all my main peeps, I wanted to let you know that we are having, again, you guys, I have to admit, I have a script here that I follow. And now I'm sneezing. Oh, God darn it. Son of a biscuit eating son of a bee. Now I'm going to end up frickin'. I am so mad at my kid. He's ruining this. He's ruining my life. Anyway, for all my main peoples, I have an announcement to make. The Hosanna Church in Oxford is hosting a Lighthouse event on July 5th, 2018. The JJ Weeks Band will be performing there with special guest Austin French. And for those of you who don't listen to Christian music, JJ Weeks is a contemporary Christian band. And to date, they've opened for everyone from Mercy Me and Casting Crowns to label mates Unspoken. In addition, their music has been featured on the official soundtrack for high-profile films God's Not Dead and Four Blood Moons. With the debut of their first national release in 2013, the group earned a top 10 single with Let Me See, Psych Let Them See You, a song that remained on Billboard's National Christian Audience chart for 29 weeks. And accompanying him is Austin French. He became a pastor at the age of 18 and led his own congregation for 3 years. And in 2014, he was a runner-up for the first season of ABC's Rising Star. So the doors open at 6. The card starts at 7. Tickets are $15. You can go to thelighthouseevents.com for tickets. But you can find all the links to this stuff and more on my website at www.dfpodcast.com. I want to thank you guys so much for listening. Please be sure to follow us on all of our social media pages. You can connect with us on Facebook at facebook.com/dysfuncjunk7. And of course on our Facebook group page at facebook.com/groups/dfpodcast. If you prefer Twitter, you can find us at twitter.com/dysfuncjunkmom. Please pay no attention to the woman behind the microphone wiping her nose. For all of you Instagram peeps, you can look us up at instagram.com/dysfuncjunk. And for our show notes, you can check those out at my website at www.dfpodcast.com. And last but certainly not least, if you would like to buy me a coffee, because Lord knows I need it, you can do that at patreon.com/dysfunctionjunction. All right, that's a wrap for me, folks. I have to go take care of my kid before my husband is arrested and taken away by DHS. I hope you guys have a great week. And if you like what you hear, or you don't like what you hear, you just think I'm a funny hot mess and you want to show your friends, at least you're not as bad as this chick, then please, by all means, share me on Facebook, Twitter, anywhere else. I'm free, I'm loose, I'm easy breezy. Share me. All right, guys, have a great week.
Insane. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Insane. You make me crazy. Make me crazy. Insane. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.